This week we are going to move on to earthquakes. So, what is an earthquake? Well, an earthquake is a sudden violent shaking of the ground, typically causing great destruction as a result of movements within the Earth's crust or volcanic action. So, last week we looked at tectonic plates and tectonic plate movements. Now, earthquakes happen along fault lines. The fault lines are where tectonic plates meet. So all these red lines on the screen are where those big tectonic plates come together. And last week we looked at how these plates moved. Well, an earthquake happens when two plates slide past each other. This obviously happens very slowly and builds up a lot of tension and friction, and then all of a sudden they will jolt once that pressure becomes too much, and this causes the earthquake to happen. Now, over 1 million earthquakes happen every year. Some of them are just so small that people don't actually feel them. There are 4 main parts to an earthquake which we need to learn about. Part number 1 is the focus. This is the point inside the crust where the pressure is released. So this is the bit deep inside the ground where eventually that friction has become too much between the plates and it is suddenly released. The fault is where the earthquakes start. So that is the line between the two tectonic plates. The epicenter is where the most damage from the quake is done. So that is the bit on the surface of the crust right above the focus. So where the focus is, you go straight up, and the point which you could be standing on that starts shaking, that is the epicenter. That is the bit where the most damage is going to happen because it's right above the focus. And then we have shock waves. These are the pulses which come out from the earthquake. And that's why sometimes you can have damage after the actual earthquake happens. It's from these shock waves that come out and ripple throughout the crust on top.